Hello my convicts and convicettes, yes it is I, Kappa Convict, bringing you guys and gals a new gameplay on PUBG, as you can see here, and as Doc has always asked for and wanted to keep it that way, obviously to keep it to the full game. He said it would obviously be better because PUBG is that kind of game that you would need to see the full thing. So here we go, it is going to be 30 minutes and 49 seconds long, but hey ho, it's PUBG for you. So here we go, as you can see I'm dropping early into the game to a big name area. I thought if I went for the water, would that in fact give me a benefit to doing this? So I did try it out just to see what had happened, and then just try and drop to the floor as quickly as possible, as you can see here. So then I can get into a building and get on the way to hopefully some slaying. So here we go. So these clothes, I actually picked up at the beginning of the game. Someone had dropped the clothes in the pre-lobby while you're waiting to join the game. And I thought, why the hell not? Let's take them. You know, they're quite dark. Make it harder for me to be seen. Maybe they'd be quite useful. So, as you can see, I've picked up everything barring a weapon. I'm like, great, I've got no weapons. Luckily, I didn't know there was an extra part here, and there's an upstairs where there's some lovely, lovely weaponry. So fully kitted out now, with a secondary, a primary, and a little Uzi to go on top. And I've got the Kar 98. Now I'm not a sniper, but I do attempt a couple of times to use the Kar in this gameplay, even though I probably shouldn't because I'm terrible with it. But it's something I have to get used to because this kind of game entices you to have to do that. Because it is that kind of game where you've got to really be able to dominate the medium and the long ranges as well as the close. The close I'm pretty good with, mediums I'm pretty decent with. It's the long ranges that I struggle probably more with, and that's where I need to practice and get better at. Hence why I'm carrying the Kar here. So now it's just walking around, obviously picking up anything I need, such as body armor, which I picked up at level 2. I believe that is. Yeah, it's level 2, isn't it? Just give my little Uzi gun a quick reload as well, and backpack, because you'll obviously need that to carry. And then just pick up any ammo I can. Just double checking, obviously, on the right here, what kind of weaponry. I was also a bit dubious about doing it this way, because as you can see, the AKM and the Kar 98 both use 7.62 ammo. Now, obviously, the Kar, I'm not going to really use it that much because it's not a submachine gun, it's not an assault rifle, it's a sniping weapon, if I can speak right. And yeah, that's generally why I tend to, what I was thinking here at this point, I don't even know what I'm thinking right now, but what I was thinking at the point of obviously still carrying 2 weapons with the same ammo type. So you can hear gunshots in the background, can see another AKM, it's like, okay, I'll take that. And generally I just pick up everything and anything, and then I always check my inventory later, and then get rid of stuff and put stuff in, depending on what I want to do. As you can see here, just quickly making sure all the attachments are on there. Now that's not a good idea just for me to stand here like a ding-dong, but hey ho, I've got that terrible habit of doing it. I just like to do things quick. I have got it down so it will auto-attach attachments to weapons, and if I swap weapons it will auto-attach if it is applicable to that particular weapon. Now I've not played this particular map that much, so I didn't really know too much about obviously what's going down here, but as you can see there was a guy down here at the bottom. I was like, oh, I've just seen someone. I was like, I'll wait for a moment, see if he peeks. And as you can see, I'm using the other one. Now let me know in the comments below, if I do that where you're peeking from sort of like the hip, like I'm doing right now, can you actually still hit them with the Kar 98? Or do you have to actually fully aim down sight? Let me know in the comments. I'm sure Doc will let me know on that one. Because I've always wondered, is it possible, is it viable to still snipe using the other button, the L1 in this case? Because obviously we're on type B for the actual controller setting, which means that L2 will make me scope in, and L1 will just aim from like the hip, or that give you that tighter reticle, which I normally often quite use, especially in close engagements. So at this point I'm trying to pick up the helmet, but I'm picking up everything but the helmet. It's like, well, okay, let's just pick up everything till it lets me actually pick it up. So I know there's people close, because obviously there's been gunfire going off. I'm just trying to find people now and just see who I can take out next. I thought maybe the gunfire had come from this direction, so this kind of brought me to this area, but you can hear it now from the back there. So over to my left somewhere. So at this point I'm like, okay, I'm going to chase gunfire noise, and I thought maybe it's this building, because it did sound close. It didn't sound too far, so I just thought I'd have a little peek, and I was like, well, if anyone, they would probably go upstairs, but now you can hear someone. As you just said them go off to my left here. So I'm like, oh, someone here. So I'm trying to be crafty about it and just not make too much noise. But it's just trying to figure out now, where's this guy gone? He went this way, but if he heard me, he wouldn't have gone, you know, out of the way. It would have just hidden somewhere. So I'm just trying to figure out, has he gone to these buildings? Is he still here? Just listening patiently for anyone who might make a noise. And then I did notice him here, which is why I'm stood behind this area. And then I was like, I'm sure he's gone outside, because he did run down that way. I was like, okay, I'm going to rush this guy now. I'm not going to play it safe anymore. It's time to get him. So I ran down to the end, and then you can see him as I get down here. I was like, haha, here he is. And then just absolutely shoot the crap out of him. Now, I don't know why it took forever to kill him, but dang, he took some right shots. If you watch that again, slowly, most of my shots, there was a little bit where it did, the very first, where it kind of did go off a little bit with the reticle, because I'm obviously watching it again from the replay. But there, I was definitely hitting him a lot. Now, obviously, someone's shooting me. I'm like, oh my god, someone's here. I'm like, where is he? Luckily, I was being saved by the fence. I was like, okay, you want to play? Come on then. And I was going to try and snipe and see if I could hit him with a Kar 98, because obviously I'm trying to practice with it and get good with it. So as you can see, I'm a little bit undecided to what I want to do. Do I want to AK him, or do I want to try and actually snipe him? So trying to keep the barrier behind me to keep me clear. As you can see, just picking up all these attachments and stuff that I might need while I'm waiting for this guy. Listening out for him very, very carefully for any sound at all. It did sound to obviously saying he's throwing a Molotov. So I was like, okay, where are you then? And then I did notice him down here. Eventually, as you can see that. Did take a shot, but it didn't hit. So that's one of the reasons why I was kind of like, can you actually still do the L1 option, or do you have to have L2 for such as snipers? Because obviously, like I said, I don't use them. So I know this guy's come out this way, and he's going to come up these steps, as you can hear him. And he's here, look, as you can see him coming up. Like, okay, I'll lean in and try and shoot him if he comes through. Just obviously double checking he's not going back downstairs to shoot me. Because while I'm leaning like this, obviously my body's still exposed. I was very tempted to jump on this edge here, because I don't know if you can do it, but as you can see, I managed to get the guts to go and do it, because I didn't want to auto mantle over it. And he's trying to get away. I'm like, nah. You're not getting away. There's no escaping. There's only death. So I'm just sticking on all my attachments. Just taking anything else I might need. And as you can see, the zones come in. Just take all the 7.62 ammo that I might need. And then it's time to get running. Now this again is where I'm talking about in regards to what they could do with fixing and having added to the game. If you've not seen my previous PUBG videos, there is me talking about in regards to the fact that cars are very, very hard to come by. And obviously if you've got a very long distance to run, it can be really, really annoying that you might die to the storm pretty easy, or to the zone, whatever you want to call it, because there's no physical way of getting out of it. And because these maps are so dang big, what are you supposed to do? So I'm taking some painkillers, obviously to help me run faster. I know you've got to take at least 2. It's got to be above 60 or 70% before it activates. As you can see, they've now lit up, so I can run faster and heal at the same time. Even though it didn't show too often that I was healing, it is a little bit, I've just noticed now. But what I wanted to do, because I know vehicles generally speaking do spawn by the roadside, so at this point I'm trying to keep my eye out where the road is, and if I'll follow the road, keep my eye out for any vehicle at all, and see what we can do. So I'm following the road, looking on it all the time just to make sure, because they normally don't put it exactly on the road. They used to have it, obviously, in the very early stages of PUBG, that all face a certain angle, so you'd know if a vehicle had been tampered with or not. And there were, I think they were just literally at the side of the road, each vehicle, pretty easy to spot. But they've kind of done it now so it randomly spawns in different directions, I think is what they said it was going to do. I don't know if they continue to do that or not, but... So as you can see, I'm running and I'm not finding any vehicles at all. And it's like, okay, where are all the vehicles when you need one? This is where I'm going back to my previous one, which I've kind of babbled on a bit, to saying that what they should do is they need to start doing it maybe where you can get like special canisters that are easy to find that you can throw out, or maybe have it where you have a piece of tactical gear or something you can call in the vehicle, and the vehicle drops into the map, or something like that. And it only does it very, very rarely, or maybe it only starts to do it when you're in the zone. And that way then you have the opportunity to at least get in a vehicle, get out of the zone. Because I guarantee probably a good portion of people die to the zone, because you simply just can't get out of the zone. And as you can see, I'm running here, there's no vehicles in sight at all. And little spoiler alert, I never ever actually find a vehicle. So it's like, where are all the vehicles? The size of these maps, these vehicles need to be more readily available. And that's why I think they should do some form of an addition of having these things you can throw out. Now I know there's a flare gun, because I was watching a video the other day where you can call in a really heavy armored vehicle, and it only works when you fire it when you're in the zone, as far as I'm aware, and it drops the vehicle for you. But I can't fire that flare gun. I never find the flare gun. I think I found it once ever in the game, and I've never seen it since that. I don't know if it's in every map, and if in this particular one, because like I've said, I've never played this particular map before. But as you can see how far I am from the zone, and we're near to the last zone. And remember, when you get to the very, very last zones, it ticks harder. So you're going to die quicker. And there's nothing you can do about it, apart from just hope and pray you find a vehicle. And as you can see, and like I said, I don't find any vehicles in the game, which is really, really annoying. Because a lot of the times when this happens is I'm either running down through all my healings, and I have no healings left when I get out of the zone, to the point that I get into engagements with people and then I can't heal. And obviously in the very last rings you don't want to be looting people, because people camp so hard in the last couple of rings. You don't want to be getting caught trying to loot someone, because trying to get out of the inventory is not that easy, and especially laying down as well is terrible, because if you lay down it takes way too long to get back up, and it's so annoying. So as you can see, I'm going to take a first aid, my first of few, try and keep myself going. But as you can see, the zone is not too far now. I'm almost out of the zone. But this is what I mean, like, you're constantly having to run, because when we get to the zone, or near to the zone, I have the countdown again, for it to start moving again. And it's like, well, you know, how many times do I have to keep running through these zones? And like I said, if they put more vehicles in, it would be a bit easier. And people won't die as much to the zone. Like we've just momentarily now, had someone die to the zone because he physically obviously couldn't get out of the zone. So luckily, I managed to eventually make it. At this point I was like, I can't stim or heal or anything, I just need to keep running. Because I literally have the zone creeping up on me again in 10 seconds. So I was like, I'm just going to get back into the zone if I can. And hope no one sees me. And then obviously continue on from there. Excuse me, I just had a quick drink there. Mute my microphone through my headset. So if you hear like a little, it's my headset. I can click the button in and out. So at this point, obviously now I'm just healing up, taking any meds I need, making sure I've got enough healings and everything. I just thought I'll bandage up as well, just to obviously get to the top end of my health bar, because I can't bandage any more than that. And then obviously my painkillers and drinks should then top me up to the full, and I should be back to being at my full potential. So at this point I wanted to put the car, the two time zoom onto the car, but I accidentally put it on the wrong thing, and then it put it in all of the places. Like, no, I want this, not this, and it was like, oh my god, a little bit of messing about. But I wanted the hollow sight for my AKM, and obviously the 2x zoom for the car 98. Now, I don't generally go for that too high zooms, because I simply can't use anything above a 2, or I feel like I would struggle beyond a 2. And like I said, I didn't know if you could physically use L1 to shoot with the car 98, or do I need to actually scope to shoot with the car 98? Because obviously it's a sniper rifle, not an assault rifle or an SMG like the AKM, where I can use that. So at this point I'm just keeping it out, trying to keep myself into the zone as much as possible. Give myself opportunity obviously to keep moving around at speed, but obviously not going to get myself killed, hopefully. So I'm just changing over any helmets and stuff, just picking up anything I might need. I didn't know you could actually use the bullet loops for the car 90. I was like, okay. There's like you can use the bullet loops. So, interesting. Pick up my butt pan. Even though I did have one already. But that frying pan has saved my butt so many times sometimes, where people have shot at me and have shot me in the derriere. And it's like ding 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 ding. It's like, oh my god, thank god he shot me in the pan. Not actually shoot me. So now I'm just trying to figure out where this guy is going who's driving about. It's like, this is not a good idea to drive around in vehicles at this point. So just trying to find out where he is. So at this point it's just now a waiting game. Wait for the zone to come in. Find out where the next place is going to be, and then obviously move on to there eventually. I will apologise, my little boy is getting up now. He was asleep, but he's coming down now. So I will try and do this as best as I can without him interfering too much with the audio. But I will apologise for that, because my, well, Catherine, I won't say my wife, Catherine is in Manchester at the moment. So just pick up energy drink. I was like, yeah, I'm definitely taking this. And I was like, what all might as well do is top up my healings and give myself extra boosts with energy drinks. Because if I get into a gunfight, at least I know my health will slowly regenerate, as theirs won't. They would need to physically heal. Gives me the opportunity to get a jump on them, if necessary. And if they help me in. So as you can see, I'm just double checking where this circle is, because I was going to climb up this and just kind of stay on here and try and get a few practice rounds with the car, but obviously with the zone still ticking in, I was like, nah, I'm just going to keep moving. Heard someone shooting over there with another sniper rifle, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to loop around this way, keep my eye out on this end, and just hope that obviously don't get shot at, trying to keep in between trees and rocks, and just double checking everywhere, and just, you know, having eyes everywhere you can possibly. So I'll run across, I'm almost in the zone, which is where I wanted to be. Just trying to figure out now whereabouts the zone will end to where I need to be. I was like, right, I'm back in the zone, and it is leading to these buildings, so I think my best option is to run to the building. But that's the first vehicle I've seen. That one is the very first vehicle I've ever seen in this game. Not much use to me now, but that is a vehicle. Now that could be in a player who brought the vehicle in, but it looks like it's the kind of vehicles that go to the side. And as you can see, I can tell that someone's been here, so at this point it's like, okay, I'll shut that door. More people jumping through windows. I was like, okay, lots of people. Like, I'm just going to chill here for a minute, just in case he comes in. I'm just trying to peek, see where he is, just see if I can get an idea. And it's like, why am I doing that when I can use this little window here? A bit of cheating, a bit of third-person cheating. And then I obviously know there's someone to my right, off to my right, somewhere behind in the neighbouring building. I can hear him, but where is he? Is he in this or is he in the other building? Is what I was trying to think to myself at this point. Because he sounded really close. So I was like, okay, I'll go upstairs, have a look through this window, because obviously he's going to be here. And he was in this building. So decided to scope in this time, rather than just do the L1. Just waiting for him to peek out, but he never did. I was like, okay, I'm just going to carefully go downstairs, quietly, and then move further back, because this is the way I need to go, and obviously the zone, just double checking that building that he hasn't come out and is sneaking. So now it's just run to the back of this building. I was like, no, I'll keep on going, because there might be someone up this hill. And lo and behold, when I get up to the top, there is a person up here. I'm a bit ahead of myself. I have pre-recorded this gameplay today, but I always add my voice to it. Obviously with my little boy being here, I sometimes ghost record, which just means I record gameplays, save them to the drive, and then I know I can use them later and add voice to them, which this video has been literally done today while he was sleeping. And I'm just adding my voice to it now while he's upstairs. Don't know what he's doing right now, but it did sound like he did get up. Or maybe he didn't get up, I don't know. I'm kind of confused. He's not making any noise, so he may have gone back to sleep. So again, doing what I was doing before, just keeping that up to as high as possible, because it will regenerate my health, and it does make me run faster as well. So at this point I was like, okay, well, there's definitely people getting into some action here. And this is my main thing. I was thinking, could there be someone up this hill? Because I was on the highest part of the hill. I did hear someone, as you can hear him now. And here he is. I'm going to get you. And I was like, right, I'm just going to rush this guy, because no way is he going to beat me now. And there you go. Goodbye, buddy. So you can hear all the action here. I was like, oh my god, there's tons of people still left. How there was 10 people alive, I don't know. In the last few rings, it's like, Jesus. As you can see, they're getting whittled down now. But I did see someone near this rock up here. Or I thought I had done. But I'm not sure. Could it be up here? But I was definitely sure I'd seen someone. So I'll just throw this over here, because that'll hit the rock here. That hopefully will push them. But I didn't hear no sound, so unless he's gone down away from there, or further back, I don't know. But at this point, I was like, well, I'm not bothered. I'm just going to sit here and wait for the zone to move again, and then get ready. But as you can hear the smoke here, so I'm like, right, smoke, and obviously there's gunfights happening now up here. So I know there's definitely people around here. Now, I didn't know where, and I was like, well, what other bombs have I got? And I haven't. All I've got here is smoke. So I'm like, I don't want anyone to come down from these buildings, shoot me in the back. So just double check this area and just make sure it's covered. So just chilling out, waiting. So at this point I thought I'm going to throw smoke over here, because that might distract them to look that way. While they're busy looking that way at the smoke, thinking, he's running that way. It gives me a chance to move and obviously get a shot on them if I can. But here we go. 5 people alive. 4 people alive. I was like, right. Hopefully this is it. Obviously whoever died to the zone. So I'm checking all around me. I'm like, oh my god, I don't know where these people are. Let me just double check this area here as well. So I'm going to do my outro here, and then we'll see what happens in the end. So don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you're new, tap that notification bell to be notified of all my videos, and you truly can be one of Kappa's convicts, or a convict for ladies. And yes, it is I, the Kappa Convict, signing out. And as always, I salute you, my convicts and convicts, and I'll see you soon in another gameplay. So let's see how this ends up being. Now that sound, I don't know what that sound is, but that was so weird. That threw me off completely there. It was like a wave. I think it's just the wind in the trees, apparently. It sounded like a wave. I'm like, what the? And that's what kept getting me to look that way. I was like, I ain't got a clue. So at this point, I'm just waiting here by the rock. Not sure where people are. Just trying to keep fully aware of anyone I can see. Trying to peek out or what round rocks or anything. I don't know where they could be. And then I saw the smoke is at right, so they're here. Like roughly around here somewhere, possibly, and you can see that guy over there. So I tried to shoot with the car, I hit the floor there, 100%. And then I noticed the other guy obviously take a sniper with the other sniper rifle, who's been my main person shooting before. I did shoot him a couple of times, but maybe I wasn't aiming high enough. Thinking maybe that'll tag him, but maybe it was dropping a bit low. I think possibly I might need to aim a bit higher. So I'm like, I need to quickly peek as soon as he steps out, shoot, and then get out of the way, because otherwise it will probably headshot me. Is my my thought here. Was like, I'm not very good with snipers, and as soon as he peeks, he's gonna shoot. So I'm just waiting patiently. Saw him there, as you can see, and that just hit the top of the rock there, as you can see. I did fire. I don't know if that hit him, but at this point I was like, I don't know. So there's only me and him left. And I didn't know I was on the edge of the zone, so at this point I didn't realise the zone was coming up on me. So I'm still trying to do this whole car 98 thing. I was like, come on, surely I can hit him. And he tried to Molotov me. I'm like, nah, 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 nah. Luckily, he didn't have any of us, I don't think. Because he didn't seem to try again. Again, trying to just clip him in the head if I can. So we get to the end here. And I rush him. And for some weird reason, I couldn't lean. I couldn't lean at this point. So I don't know what happened. I was trying to lean here. And that's why I jumped. And there we go. So hopefully enjoyed. Don't know why I couldn't lean. And bye for now.